So, I'm going to be talking about the Deadpool second trailer. And for those wondering why I haven't really talked a lot about the Deadpool 2, like the Deadpool 2 trailers leading up to this one, mostly because there wasn't a lot to talk about other than how fucking hysterical they are, especially the Bob Ross one, and this one was no different. But here there's a little more to talk about, and people were starting to think, oh, he wasn't hyped for Deadpool 2. Well, I kinda am, but considering we know it's smack dab in a year, in the same month. Keep in mind that they bumped it up from July to May, in the same month as Han Solo and in Avengers Infinity War. And keep in mind, this is in between those two movies. This is smack dab. May is going to be busy with just those three movies alone. Just saying. In a weird way, Disney is going. Well, technically they don't own Fox yet because they're still like the corporate stuff finalized. But still, the whole thing of technically Disney's going to be rolling in a lot of green in May. Anywho, let's talk a bit about the trailer, which is right from the get-go hysterical because, there is a great little nod to the screw-up in Justice League with the bad CGI upper lip with Cable's arm, and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. And then Wade proceeds to do the action figures with Deadpool Woody, which I want a pop figure of, by the way, Funko. I really want a pop figure of Deadpool Woody. Or at least a Marvel Legends action figure at the least. Is that too much to ask? I know Funko doesn't own Marvel Legends, but can we just have an action figure, an official action figure of Deadpool Woody? Because I know that's going to be cosplayed the shit out of now. The moment I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be a Deadpool cosplay in some capacity. Yeah. So the main focus here is showing Cable in here, and yes, there is the Infinity War joke. And man, Josh Brolin, you are everywhere in comics. This is like what, your sixth comic book movie you're in, and yeah. But as much as I wanted Stephen Lang as Cable in here, I'm really excited to see Josh Brolin as Cable, and to see the character in general is nothing short of awesome. And, the fact that we have the director of John Wick in here, clearly showing that, yeah, he's still really good at showing action. And I was really afraid that we weren't going to get a lot of the humor back with, with Deadpool 2 because of the director change. But then I look back and I was like, yeah, there are some funny moments in John Wick. Not as, like, balls-to-the-wall hysterical like in Deadpool, but there are some subtle, funny jokes in the two John Wick movies. So, yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, why am I getting worried about this? This looks fun. And the promotional stuff has been nothing short of fun. So, they clearly know what they're doing in terms of marketing. So, but yeah, in here, it does appear that Cable is coming from the future to take on Deadpool. We don't know why yet, nor do we know what his whole angle is, and it kind of looks like they're building up to X-Force already. There were some little shots where I thought to myself, are they already... I know this movie's supposed to have some ties to an X-Force movie that is still up in the goddamn air, so... I don't know, maybe this will... I think what's going to happen is that, depending on how well Deadpool 2 does, which is going to be, that's an understatement, because we all know that this thing's going to rake in more money than... I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, point is, it's going to rake in a shit ton of green, and probably that's what's going to jumpstart the whole X-Force movie, because like a lot of people were saying that Fox wanted to use this as like a backdoor for the X-Force movie that they've been, on and again, off again, trying to do. So if Deadpool 2, does well, which, knock on wood that it does, just because a trailer looks good, and, it's really hard to build... Sometimes a sequel has to really live up to that first movie. But yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that, Deadpool 2 is going to make a lot of, if not more money, so why am I even saying that? when Deadpool 2 gets all the monies, then I guarantee you that we'll get that X-Force movie finally up and running with Cable and Deadpool in it. So that's kind of the big thing here in this, is that it's all about that X-Force movie, hopefully happening. And yeah, I'm just really excited. There's some great little subtle jokes here in here, especially with the action figures. Like I said, I love the little joke at Infinity War. And again, Ryan Reynolds continues to kill it as Wade Wilson. The other thing is that I know Ryan Reynolds is going to voice Detective Pikachu in the upcoming Detective Pikachu movie, which is being written and directed by Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls. That is the only reason I am watching that movie, because it's Alex Hirsch, right? Yeah, I think he's directing. I'm pretty sure I know he's writing for certain, but I think he's directing the movie as well. Could be wrong, but yeah. The only reason I have any interest in that movie is because Alex Hirsch is a part of Detective Pikachu, and it kind of sweetens the deal that Ryan Reynolds is voicing the character. Although I do know a lot of people wanted Danny DeVito to voice Pikachu, which would have been all the funs. But anyway, I think it's really cool that we're going to be getting back to Cable real quick. I think it's cool, and I'm wondering if they're going to bring up, his connection with Cyclops, and, his whole tie with his ties, because, of course, Scott's his father. Or are they going, and I'm wondering if they do bring up his father, are they going to bring up Madeline Pryor, the clone of Jean Grey that was his mother, or are they going to just say, no, Jean Grey was my mom, in the movie continuity? I'm wondering if that's going to be the case, if they're just going to be like, no, Jean Grey was my mom, instead of saying Madeline Pryor, if at all they bring up Cyclops at all as his father. But, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm really freaking hyped for this. I had to remind myself constantly that Deadpool 2 is coming out. Here's another movie that, I have to remind myself is coming out. Venom, which is apparently getting, the Venom trailer is coming out tomorrow. Which, yeah, I was like, wait, what's coming out tomorrow? Wait, that's still a movie? That and Aquaman, I have to physically remind myself are coming out this year. There are so many movies coming out this year that I have to like remind myself that I'm like, oh shit, that's coming out this year, and oh shit, that's coming out this year. And I cannot be the only one with that, with that kind of mindset right now. Oh yeah, also with Dark Phoenix, that's coming out this year. What's not coming out is New Mutants, because that got pushed back to next year because of this movie. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the trailer for Deadpool 2? And what are your hopes for an X-Force movie and stuff like that? Once again, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.